Sets his feet. It's Denson. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks it in. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do it.
Looking deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Canes will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Throwing, Mensah. Grab behind the line, it's Barney. Oh, what a move to get room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Edwards. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Sells to fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Lofton. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the 1st quarter. Still looking for our 1st score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to the run, it's Edwards. And he's in! Touchdown, Canes!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Back open in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on 3rd down. I know it's early. 3rd play of this drive, but picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch.
Snags it, and there's running room. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that route.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Mensah lets it fly. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. the 20, inside the 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Denson. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for an alley. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
He wants to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return, he was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sells the run, lost a pass. Left side, it's Moore. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Speeding down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Terrible stuff. Just
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Denson. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Time to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make it.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On first down, the quarterback sneak. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers, taking on the number 20 team, the Syracuse Orange. And it's Pitt with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking to pass. It's Denson. Dumps it off in the flats. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The play fake. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
I don't think the receiver was expecting that much heat on that throw. He came out of his break, and it's almost as if he thought the quarterback was going to take a bit off of it and give him a chance, but he had no shot on that incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Looking for a huge play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From deep, it's Compton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buying time to his right. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Denson. Misses badly on that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Turning it on. The 40. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
Makes a grab and room to run. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now the pitch. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
It's complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Now, but break my foot off.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Johnson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll pitch it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Calls his own number. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his target. Oh, he got loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for room, it's Edwards. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking for the score. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Denson. Still looking. On the run, fires downfield. Unloads in the nick of time.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Long way to go on second down. This time they'll throw it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside, it's Johnson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Catch in the middle, it's Turner. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him.
Reels it in down the left side. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical.
Nigga, don't kick that field goal. Go for it.
3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Lots of running room. The 40. Past the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Oh, pressure's coming. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guy.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Canes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Out wide left, it's Lofton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude,
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.